Ahoy Cruise enthusiasts may be trying a slightly different format here. Anyway, I wasn't intending on commenting on this, but I thought let's have a little fun with it, and if anything's going to cancel me, this might be it. So stay to the end, because I have a perspective on this that maybe some people would be afraid to express, but not me. Anyway, so the recent judgment against Carnival Cruise Line for the woman, the fully grown adult female who apparently claims she was overserved on Carnival Radiance, I think 2 years ago. It was a sailing out of, I think, Los Angeles, and it was a Miami jury in federal civil court awarded her $300,000 for various damages. She claimed to be injured and emotional damage and loss of work and all the typical stuff that people like this will sue for after voluntarily engaging in an activity. So that's where it is. Now, a lot of people are speculating on whether or not this will, precipitate any changes, by Carnival or by the cruise industry on how they handle drink packages and everything like that. No. First of all, this is maybe one of the first cases like this that ever happened. So it is kind of odd that it went this far and she got what she did. Or is it? Remember, stay to the end. Oh, go ahead and subscribe. Let's do that right now. Get that out of the way. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and don't bother with the bell. I don't get notifications for anybody, so I'm not going to ask you to do that. All right, so no, it is not going to change anything for Cheers. At least I would be shocked if it did, because it's not worth it to them. Even though she was awarded $300,000, that is not terribly significant considering the entire revenue potential that they would be risking here. So just doing a little bit of fast math, Carnival Radiance has a guest capacity of just under 3,000 guests, 2,984 to be exact. And right now, Cheers is selling for about $83, and that includes the 18 or 20% gratuity, whatever it is right now. So the Cheers revenue potential on her little dinky 3-day sailing aboard Carnival Radiance was $750,000. Yes, that's how much they could have gotten if every space was filled with a legal adult who purchased Cheers on that one cruise, the one 3-day sailing on Carnival Radiance, $750,000. So they're not going to give that up. Now, granted, the ship probably wasn't full, and it was not all adults, and everybody did not buy Cheers. But let's just say a quarter of the guests bought Cheers, which honestly seems kind of normal for them. Right now, we're still talking, a couple $100,000. So they make money on Cheers. All these cruise lines, they make a heck of a lot of money on these drink packages. We all know this. It's not a surprise. So they are not going to give that up. I really don't think they're going to make any changes. And realistically, what could they do, right? Are they going to change the limit by how much you weigh? I mean, I did some fast math, or to be clear, I asked one of our chatbot friends to do some fast math with me, a fit 185-pound healthy male, and after that many shots, I would not clearly been able to drive, but I would not be blackout or anything like that. I have hit the Cheers limit at least 3 times, and twice because really caught me off guard. It seriously did. Once I kind of knew, I was like, I think I asked, and it was like, oh, you're at 14, you got one more. I was like, you know what, I can handle it. And I did, as a responsible adult. But yeah, other 2 times, they're like, yeah, this is it. I'm like, are you serious? It's like 9 o'clock. So, yes, I don't really drink like that anymore. So, those days are gone, unless I sail with friends, in which case, all bets are off. But so still, drink responsibly, of course, and know your limits, which this 45-year-old nurse, apparently did not. So, anyway, yeah, $300,000. No, she asked for $250,000. The jury awarded her $300,000 for something that she engaged in voluntarily, right? She booked the cruise, she bought the package, she willfully apparently went to numerous bars, took the shots, and, ended up in this situation. As an adult, I think she should have known better. So it sounds crazy. And when I first heard of this, my first thought was, California juries. Actually, no. The trial was in federal civil court here in Miami. And the video that dropped yesterday or the day before with her lawyer, had some very interesting information. It doesn't really move the needle, you know, all they're just talking about how the prosecutor made her feel. Really, that's their job. And there was one nugget of information in there that kind of explains, you know, how this whole thing ended up. You have a 45-year-old woman not taking responsibility for herself, finding herself in federal civil court here in Miami and asking for $250,000. She ended up getting awarded $300,000, more than she asked for, by a jury of her peers, a jury of 8 women. Yeah. So, if anybody wonders why, stay out of the cabin.